What's up guys? For today's video, I'm going to be finally using the new Tarte Maneater eyeshadow palette, or Maneater eyeshadow palette. I don't know why I struggled with that. I did order this on Ulta and I'm super excited just because it is a pretty palette. I know a lot of people don't like it for some reason, but I was honestly intrigued by it. These are colors that haven't been like, let's say, revolutionary. I feel like every eyeshadow has been done before, like the shades. There's nothing really new out there in the makeup industry as of recently. It has been a hot minute since I've done an eyeshadow look and I wanted to use this palette, and honestly for me I was intrigued by it. So this palette is pretty pricey. It is $52. It does have a shelf life of, let's see, 12 months, which with powders you really don't have to worry about. They don't go as rancid as like what does. There's 24 new shades, 11 mattes, 9 shimmers, and 4 sheens. It's a day to night look with warm neutral, golds, coppers, and berries. Amazon clay infused for intense payoff and blendability. Use a brush for soft wash of color or fingers for a bunch of pigment. 12-hour long wear. Now this is the outer packaging. So the box itself has the Maneater logo on the back. Let's go ahead and open it. The reason why I love ordering off of Ulta is because the point system is on point. Literally, no pun intended. Don't tell me this isn't like the nicest packaging you've ever seen. This is so beautiful. And then here is the inside, which, by the way, look how thin this is. I feel like this can fit anywhere. You could probably take this as a travel palette because you literally have all the shades that you need in here. So I'm taking off the little slip, and here are the shades. I am super excited. I love this yellow tone. Like I've said, I've seen these eyeshadows and palettes before and I feel like I do have them in my collection. Honestly, I feel like they got me with just the color story it has. It's very beautiful, but is it a necessity? Probably not. I feel like everyone and their mother has these shades in their collection, but it's been a minute since I tried Tarte. And I used to have the OG Maneater palette, the little tiny one. If I can find a picture, I'll post it right here. But I ended up gifting it just because I wasn't using it as often. But I feel like this one's way more usable than that one. I don't know what it is. So if you guys want to see how these eyeshadows perform on my eyelids, let's jump into it. Okay, so now that I literally have you guys up and personal, and don't mind my eyebrows, literally I need to get them waxed. It's been a minute since I've done it, or plucked, I should say. It's just been a day for me. So let's go ahead and jump into this tutorial before I talk your ear off. So I'm thinking I want to go in with Passion first. This shade right here. And I think I want to concentrate that shadow right in my crease. I am using the Morphe x Ariel 825 brush. Pretty huge mirror, by the way. Really big. It's gonna go in my crease. I think I do want to add a little bit of that yellow shade, which is called Desire, maybe in the outer edges to really diffuse this eye look. I really don't know what I'm going to do with this eye look. I'm just winging it at this point. Going with the flow. Really nice. Do build up pretty beautifully. And I am not getting any fallout at the moment. And then with the Morphe x Ariel 811 brush, I'm going to take the shade Desire right here. This one, they're kind of powdery, not gonna lie. And I'm gonna try and blend out Passion a little bit. You're getting a subtle hint of that shade. I feel like this is a very beginner friendly palette just because you don't get that instant punch of color like other other palettes have, which if you're a newbie, I feel like this would be such a great palette for you. Try to make everything just mesh together. Now I might, you know what, I'm gonna go in with Alluring, which is this dark brown shade right here. I'm gonna go in with Morphe Tom's L'Oreal 820 brush. These brushes are literally one of my favorite brushes of all time. I feel like they just blend out color so seamlessly. So I'm just tapping the shade on the outer edge of my eyes. And then bringing it in a little bit into the crease. Maybe just like halfway. Very, very light pressure, not adding any extra product on here. And now I'm going to go back into that same shade that I used in the beginning, which is Passion, with that same 825 brush. And just make sure these edges are nicely blended. You don't want any harsh edges on your eyeshadow look. You just want everything to literally melt together and look cohesive. Okay, now that you've literally done that, going back in with that 811 brush and blending further. How beautiful is that? Whoa. And then for that bottom area, I'm going back with Alluring. Running it on my lower lash line. Now going back with Passion and using a Morphe M562 brush. Blending this out. I do like to take my bottom shadow a little bit further just because it does hide my under eye creases just a little bit. And then with that same brush, taking Desire and just blending this out. This was actually not a bad eye look. So now I'm conflicted. I do want to use Fantasy just because I haven't done like a green eyeshadow look in a while. I mean, you can take this eyeshadow look wherever or however you want. So this is Fantasy right here. And then Wild at Heart. Oh, look at that gold. It's like a champagne shade. The gold is Heartbreaker, sorry. It's over here. You know what? I'm going with Fantasy. I feel like I would usually typically go for like that golden champagne-y shade, but I need to get outside of the box a little bit. Oh my god. That green is to die for. And I'm using my finger just because I feel like when you use your fingers, you just get the most pigment payoff when it comes to like these shimmery shades. And then with no extra product, I'm just trying to blend it into that brown shade. And then going back with Alluring. Getting rid of this harsh line right there. I am blown away. Okay, so I kind of want to add like something to the top to make my eyes look a little bit bigger. Maybe I will take that Wild at Heart shade. So I'm using the M455 brush by Morphe, dipping into that shade. Look at that pigment I'm getting off of that. And I'm just gonna add it to the very top. I mean, even with this brush, it's picking up a good amount of pigment. Whoa. Okay. Can you tell that I've missed eyeshadow? Like, it's been a minute. And then with a matte shadow, I'm going to use Playful. Or a matte shadow, I should say. I'm going to use my Sigma Pencil E30 brush. Place that in the inner corner of my eyes. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of Fantasy and help mesh this gold shade in. I don't know, does that look dumb or does that look nice? You guys tell me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and finish my other eye and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so this is the final look. I am using some Lily lashes, well, half lashes, and I am in love with them. They're in the style Sassy. I honestly am in love with this eye look. I haven't done anything like this in a hot minute and I am in love. So I'll go ahead and zoom you out. Alright guys, overall I am highly impressed with the pigment of these eyeshadows. Like I've said, I accidentally dug my brush into this one on accident. Like I said, this is very beginner friendly, so if you are barely getting into makeup and you want an eyeshadow palette to start you off, I would definitely recommend this one. Just because you do have your daytime and your dark time looks, like the palette itself says, after dark. So you can definitely make it a daytime to dark time eyeshadow look. I love it because the pigmentation is there. All you have to do is build it up and you're not hit with that strong pigment right away. So if you're a fan of that, I definitely recommend this. Very beautiful. I love the packaging, and it honestly, I don't know why a lot of people are not enthusiastic or are not really vibing with this palette. I mean, at the same time, I can't see why, just because you may have these eyeshadows already, so why even buy this palette? But for me personally, I would love that I have this in my collection. I'll definitely be using more of this. So if you guys do want me to do more eye looks with this palette, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to. Also, I didn't do any swatches just because I don't like swatches. Sometimes the pigment doesn't come out right and it looks better on your eyes rather than swatching them on your arm. They don't perform the same, so that's my main reason. And if you guys are interested in me doing a specific color, also let me know in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and give me a like, comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video.